this morning we had CRM on the list. Why did I like it so much? Because the CRM is coming from a great, massive green candle yesterday. Remember, the market moved lower all day yesterday, and this Salesforce CRM is moving higher most of the day or whole day and showing a nice green. And if I showed you that chart last night and I ask you, what do you think is going to happen next? Some of you or most of you will say, maybe we look to continue that move and looking higher from here. Held nicely that $70 area. Nice solid green. It's stronger than the market. You have every reason to think this is going to be a continuation move on the CRM. So this is why I liked it so much. And when we're gapping under it, they're changing the whole story. So if I ask you this morning, what do you think that CRM is going to do, then it would change your mind. Actually, last night I said it's looking higher. This morning, I think lower. This is pretty much a tier 1 gap for me with the perfect gap size, with the perfect candle from yesterday, below the 20 MA. Everything looks right on this one. And it's just, I warned you before the market opened. I said, this is a little crazy. You have to watch your step and know the stock that you trade. Again, experience is something that you will have to gain. It's not something I can sell you or teach you. Experience is something you have to earn. So this is the first move down. This is due to the shock value. Everybody likes it lower. If you press the button at 68 and put the stop somewhere up here because you think it's going to go lower, that's good for you, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to have to wait for the 1 minute bar to form. So I'm looking at this. It's dead already and it's coming to 67. At this point, I'm just watching, not looking to take this as a breakdown. See this, guys? This was a breakdown. So if you're a breakdown player and you play this, as soon as you press the button, you're out. The second you press the button, then it goes straight against you. So not looking into this. And what I saw in this was the first G4. Here's a G4 up here. Let me delete the line. Let me zoom in a little bit so it will be easier. Even more. Okay, so now you can see a better picture. So this is the first G3 here. Sorry, first G4. You see this line below this green within the range. This is the first G4, 64, 50 we called it, 48. I have to delete the numbers there. And the stop is 68.06 or 5, the high of this candle. So this is the G4 on the first, on a 1 minute. Okay, remember it's a tier 1 gap. You can attack it on smaller time frame. So that's what we did here. I didn't get filled on this. Actually, this one went higher first. This is not where we got in, right? It moved higher first. And now this G4 is, you can look at this also as a G5. Now there's an attempt to go higher. So this would be the entry here. We got in, you guys got in, I got in later. But this has no fill for me. And it's going 67.50 and straight to pretty much 67.20s, and then it printed 67.10s and full around, and I was saying no fill, why is that, why everything is against me, why I cannot just get filled. I'm joking, I didn't say that, but that's what I have in mind. And I was asking Roy, what's your limit, what's my limit, how come you got it and I didn't, and so on. But when it comes back to retest the area, then this is key. This is how much you believe in the system. This is how much you trust in yourself and your system. So I trust it 100%. I know that if you're rallying back to this area and we get another signal, this can be it. So this is where I joined on this little G3 under 58. I got 57. And let me see if you see something. So this is where I got in with the same stop. I didn't cheat it. I didn't put it at 67.90, although I could. But I got in here with the same stop. So I got a better feel than you guys. You got 40s, I got 57. So, and the stop was the same thing. So now on the 2 minutes, Okay, this is how you see it on the 2 minutes. I would probably wouldn't get in on a 2 minute. I'm looking at the 1 minute, and people will ask me, how long can you stay? Oh, you want to stay on the 1 minute? As long as I'm comfortable watching it, and I will stay on it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just easier for me to read. Okay, especially at the open when we don't have much information. But at some point around 10, sometimes 9:45, sometimes 10:15, I keep the 1 minute. But I like to switch to the two at around 10. But what I'm showing you here, if I looked at the two, maybe I wouldn't get it. Okay, so the 1 minute entry was valid. The two, not so much. This is the two, 67.30 by 68. I wouldn't touch it. So being on the 1 minute chart gave me an opportunity to join. So I joined. Is this work? Not really well. We are risking 50 cents. Okay, here is a 5 minute. So we're risking 50 cents. We're getting at 67.50 and we're touching 67 and this is looking great. What is this? And I said that 3 times is a breakdown. So where's everybody that thinks it's going to go lower? So now we have a breakdown and I want to see really, remember, I'm not a breakdown player. I have it up here. Okay. I'm not one of those novice traders that will try it down here. But sometimes the novice people will press a button and this will push it even lower. So that's what I'm going to say hoping for. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see this going back to 66.5. So it doesn't. It stays here and it falls around at 67. And at this point, Kevin said, let's move the stop to 67.30, which was the 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. So Kevin looks at this and he say 1, 2, 3. Now if we go over this 67.30, I'm going to kill it. Makes sense? Yeah. If that's in your plan to kill trades on a 15-minute trail, yeah, go for it. Do it. But my plan tells me you have to wait for a 5-minute pivot. And so I did. So today it didn't pay off really. So we move back higher and I'm in it. And when it goes south, I say, you know what? Here it is. So now we have the 67.52. And I'm showing you this because this is how I manage things. And you know me, and this is how we're going to do, this is how I'm going to do things during earnings, during every trade. So it gets the same treatment. So we're rallying higher, and guess where we're going back again? 67. You think I don't want to kill it at 67 and say, you know what, the heck with it, I'm going to take it here. 67, I'll be up 1 hour. But you cannot just do it on every trade. You cannot change the way you manage trades. So I said at this point, break even for me or just a scratch for you guys is valid. I kept it at 67.55 and it crossed that line. So I'm out of it. But really believing in the system and knowing the gaps and know that they work and know that if it's a really good gap down, it should produce the work. That's what kept me in the trade. Okay, coming from green, really the space. I think Dan mentioned, yeah, there's a void. Yeah, this can go red all day. Well, it doesn't yet. Maybe it will later. Probably will because we're not in it. But this can go lower.